little bird who was afraid of the sky. Have you ever wanted to do something with all your heart, but fear kept telling you, what if I fail? This is the story of a little bird named Skye, who dreamed of flying, but was too afraid to leave the safety of her branch. And one brave little leap changed her life forever. Deep inside the whispering forest, where the morning sun painted the leaves with golden light, lived a tiny bluebird named Skye. Every day she watched birds soar across the endless sky. They glided above rivers, they danced with the wind, they sang from the tops of the tallest trees. Skye wished she could join them, but every time she looked down from her branch, her tiny heart began to race. What if I fall? What if my wings aren't strong enough? What if everyone laughs at me? So she stayed where she felt safe, day after day, week after week. The other young birds learned to fly. Soon they were exploring the beautiful forest together. Only Skye remained behind. Sometimes she smiled and pretended she didn't mind, but deep inside she felt left out. One quiet morning, an old owl named Orion landed gently beside her. He had watched Skye for many days. "Why do you never fly?" he asked kindly. Skye looked down. "I'm afraid." The owl nodded. "Do you know something? The sky isn't waiting for perfect birds. It's waiting for brave ones." Skye wasn't sure she believed him. "But what if I fall?" The old owl smiled. "Then you will learn. And if I succeed, you will discover who you were always meant to become." Those words stayed in Skye's heart. The next morning, she stood at the edge of her branch. The wind brushed softly against her feathers. Her legs trembled. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and jumped. For one terrifying moment, she dropped. Her heart pounded, but then her little wings opened. Once, twice, again. The wind caught beneath them. Instead of falling, she floated. Then she flew, higher, farther, freer than she had ever imagined. She laughed with pure joy. The forest looked completely different from above. The rivers sparkled like silver ribbons. The trees stretched like a soft green blanket. The mountains touched the clouds. Skye couldn't believe what she had been missing. Every day she became stronger. Every day she flew a little farther. One afternoon, while flying over the forest, she heard a frightened chirp. A tiny young bird was clinging to a branch, crying, "I can't do it! I'm too scared!" Those words sounded familiar. Skye landed beside the little bird. "I used to feel exactly the same." The little bird looked at her with hopeful eyes. "Were you afraid too?" Skye smiled. "Very afraid." But courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward even when you're scared. She stood beside the little bird. You don't have to fly perfectly. You only have to take the first step. The little bird took a deep breath, then jumped. For a moment, it looked like it would fall. Then its tiny wings caught the wind. It flew, just like Skye had. The little bird laughed with excitement. "You believed in me!" Skye smiled warmly. "I only helped you believe in yourself." As the sun began to set, the two birds flew together across the glowing orange sky. Skye looked back at the branch where she had once hidden. She realized something important. That branch had kept her safe, but it had also kept her from discovering how far she could fly. Sometimes the greatest adventure begins with the smallest step, and sometimes the only thing standing between who you are and who you can become is the courage to try. The end. Moral of the story: being afraid is normal. Everyone feels fear sometimes, but fear doesn't have to decide your future. The moment you choose courage over comfort, you may discover that you were capable of flying all along. If Skye's story warmed your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for another magical adventure here on Joy Glow Stories. Until our next story, keep your heart glowing.